Welcome back to Quest for Gaming. I'm your host, Dirty Dave. Dave, whatever you feel like calling me today. Most people call me Quest because I'm here to impress. We're going to be playing a little bit more Soul Calibur 6 today. A little bit of the mission again. The Liber of Soul, if you will. We're just going to jump right into it here, and I will let you all know that I'm level 10 currently. And we're going to go kick some booty. My client is a prominent merchant of Dhaka. The merchant guild he runs has hired me to guard over repair work on the road. The path ended abruptly on a large sandbar. It looked as though much of the bridge that should have been there had been washed downstream.
I didn't think the damage would be this bad. Well, get to work, everyone. Aye. Keep a sharp eye out for trouble. Everyone's scared of the bandits that roam this area.
Flooding caused by broken water gate last month caused trade to grind to a halt. However, brigands robbed and drove away the workers sent to repair the problem, so little progress had been made.
Does it look good?
Well, parts of the entire road were swept away, so we'll need to bring lumber. It'll be 10 days at the earliest.
I see.
I was afraid that would be the case. Well, I have business in the city to attend to. Continue your work. Trouble came that night, not long after the merchant left. Here in search of more easy pickings, it looked like brigands that had been impeding the repair work had shown up. I stood against them. It was my job, after all.
You're in our way!
Fight! All right! Ready? Ready to give up? Shall we? Ready to give up? Fight! On my honor! Ready to give up? All right.
10 days after I drove away the brigands, the repairs were complete and the land route opened again. However, I had a feeling that the end of the story was yet to come. Surrounded by mountains, the Ling Shangsu Temple had a long history of martial arts tradition. However, the temple had fallen into disrepair, and no trace of its former glory was to be found. According to those living in a village nearby, a horrible disaster had befallen the temple a year earlier. As I made my way up the mountain path towards the ruins, I heard the shrill cries of children in the distance. The screams came from a young girl who was desperately wielding a staff in trembling hands, and a young boy. The two of them, most likely brother and sister, were being chased by what appeared to be bandits. A bandit was about to grab one of the children's arms when I intervened.
Who the heck are you? You looking to get yourself killed or something?
Too simple! On my honor! Be gone!
We win!
After defeating the bandits, I turned to find the children huddled together on the ground. Concerned as to what the two children were doing alone in these ruins, I carefully asked them to explain themselves, making sure not to intimidate them in the process.
We came from the village nearby to gather some wild veggies. Not many people know about this place, so I didn't think there would be anyone here. Our dad actually told us to stay away from Ling Shangsu Temple, but ow! Shh! He didn't need to know that!
It appeared as though the children hadn't told any adults they were coming here. When I urged them to hurry back to the village, the young girl became somewhat defensive.
The grown-ups are just trying to scare us by telling people we go crazy if something bad would happen if we came here. It's fine. Other people come here too, you know.
The young girl told me about the graves nearby and how they regularly had laid fresh flowers on them. Although other people may come to the area, this is no place for children. Their being attacked by bandits was proof of that. When I pointed this out, the two of them agreed to return to the village, reluctantly admitting they shouldn't have came to begin with. After seeing the children off to their village at the foot of the mountain, I decided to search for the graves they mentioned earlier. Not much time had passed before I found them. The burial site was peaceful, and the graves themselves were arranged beautifully, adorned with exquisite flowers. Although it is a mystery as to who left the flowers, I'm not going to find the answer here.
All right!
In your way.
Fight! Ready to give up? Come! You! Give up!
Too good.
I saw a crowd gathered around the town bulletin board. I asked what the commotion was about, and was told the Shizuma clan, rulers of Satsuma province, were looking for warriors who could display their prowess in a private tournament. You look pretty tough. Anyone's welcome to join. Go on, give it a shot. It won't cost you anything. Wanting to test myself, I signed up and was immediately assigned my first match. I made my way to the specified arena.
Battle 1. Fight!
Ready to give up?
Battle 2. Fight!
This is it!
After I won my first bout, another opponent was sent to face me. Whoa! You really won? Way to go! Alright then, I'm cheering for you from here on. Turning away from my sole fan to concentrate on my opponent, I assumed a ready stance.
Battle 1. Fight!
All right. On my honor. Be gone.
Battle 2. Fight!
This'll hurt. Ready to give up?
You win! I made it through the second match, and a third opponent was called to fight me. The number of spectators was growing. The person I was up against also had the skill to make it this far. I would have to stay focused and aware. We bowed to each other and readied our weapons.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
On my honor. Be gone. Need help? Take two. I won't retreat.
Try again! To
Right
it!
now. This is it. On my honor. Take. Be gone. This is it. Shoot.
Final battle! Fight! Easy! Obvious! Obvious!
This is it. All right.
That was close. You win!